This is what's so great about debating with content creators, man. You kind of have a different perspective and you kind of want to debate with these guys from time to time. But I was checking out Grant's show. Him and Jesse Naylor had different debates, and this debate kind of caught my attention when they were talking about Jauan Jennings. The one thing that kind of makes me agree with Grant Cohn is like, dude, he is somebody you want to keep, of course. And his market value isn't too much right now. But then here's something that caught my attention with Jesse Naylor. Jesse Naylor did say that he is a replaceable wide receiver. I mean, to what extent, dude? I feel like what Jauan Jennings brings to the team is like, dude, he brings an intensity when it comes as a blocker, dude. He blocks to the whistle. I just don't know if you can replace that kind of energy. The excitement that he brings to the game is just insane, bro. He just loves the game. I mean, you didn't get that with Kendrick Bourne. I mean, you didn't get that with other wide receivers, bro. I just think if you retain Jauan Jennings long term, I think you're wanting to build around Brock Purdy. But I get your valid points, bro. Jauan Jennings is not going to get any younger, of course. But when I look at the bright side, bro, is Brock Purdy got a big contract. You want to build around Brock Purdy. You want to bring the guys that he can trust. He seems to trust Jauan Jennings more. I mean, Ayuk, it depends on the timing also. We don't know if the guy's going to be the same because he's coming off a serious injury and it's just question marks, bro. The jury's on Ricky Pierce, though, if he can break out into his second year, bro. Sometimes you get these sophomore slumps, so you don't know. And Jacob Cowing and Jordan Watkins, they got to prove it, bro. So they'll get their opportunities because you're going to see some injuries come from time to time. So I don't think that's got nothing to do with those guys, bro. You can still develop these guys. It's just you want to keep a good team around Brock Purdy. And you got to accept the fact that Brock Purdy needs that kind of talent around him to be successful. So I think when you think about replacing a guy like Jauan Jennings, bro, it took some time until you guys realize how viable this guy could be. Especially on third down, if you needed to move the chains, he can be the guy. In the red zone, he can be the guy too. But when given those opportunities, bro, when target a lot from last season, he produced, bro. I just don't know how you're going to replace this guy. And maybe the market value might be insane for this guy. Maybe the market value, he might want to bet himself. Maybe that's what you're making a point on. Because I think for Jauan Jennings, bro, I think regardless of the situation, he's in good hands. If he produces the same way that he did last year, but get over 1,000 yards or so, bro, I think him betting on himself would probably be a huge win for him personally. But I think the Niners have to be very smart, bro. You got to retain your best player. Honestly, dude. Like, I just think Brock Purdy can be very successful when you keep a guy like Jauan Jennings, a guy who he just fits the culture, dude. Replacing him won't be easy. We made a big mistake by letting a guy like Dre Greenlaw go, bro. He's a tone setter. He's a culture guy. You let him walk the door. So if you let go another guy like that, dude, I think it's going to be domino effects slowly, dude. The Niners would be smart to retain Jauan Jennings. Like, what does they got to do with no confidence with these other receivers, bro? If they want to prove it, bro, they got to prove it. Jauan Jennings has been on this team for like close to 6 years, bro. He had to prove himself. He had to prove himself as a 7th-round pick. And as time went on, dude, he developed nicely into that guy, that third down guy. He developed nicely into a reliable target. In the playoffs, he's shown that he can be counted on. I mean, in the Super Bowl, he was almost a Super Bowl MVP too, bro. Like, how you going to replace that kind of guy? I mean, he does everything. He does the dirty work. He enjoys blocking the crap out of people. I mean, you got the George Kittle type of attitude, of course, and you got the Trent Williams attitude. But you want to keep this guy because he brings a culture, dude. And I'm saying it with all due respect, because I like what you do, dude. But I feel like your boy Grant made a solid point, bro. His market value is cheap, bro. the Niners would be smart to retain him. It would be a smart move long term. Dude, you need to build your weapons. And maybe next offseason we can get the offensive line. I agree with you on the offensive line part. We can get that next year. But give them the weapons is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying, dude? You got to build around Brock, of course.